Hi, Mike. I'm a tired boy. I did a lot. I think the house stuff is done. I think I did it. I think I finally got it all over here. Oh, God, I think we're done. I hope I'm done. The display board, I think, will be done next week. Painter J agrees it looks cream. What does he know? What does Painter J even know? He's never painted in his life, which makes his nickname really confusing. What, he thinks he's better than me? He thinks he's better than me because he's better than me? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's alright, I get it. Yeah, no, I got it. I am up to speed. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, man. This is your chair so far. I wanted to ask if you wanted me to do more. Or is this enough? I don't want to say graffiti per se, but, you know, whatever the heck this is. What the hell? What the hell? 10 times of me, 10 times of me heckling your butt and no one else streams except you. That's actually been something I've asked about. Yeah, I got to talk to Tim briefly last night. I heard that he was actually a house painter. Is that true? Is that true? Alright, so yeah, here is what I got so far. I was trying to finish that last night, but for some reason that paint didn't want to agree. I wrote choom, like around that, and it kind of goes around the corner, just to add a little bit of that. So the chair, for the most part, is done. You know, it was looking so good there for a second, and then it got all blurry. That gun holster needs to be weathered up a little bit, but for the most part, I think the chair's done. And as long as you're happy with that, then I can move on. But do you want me to do more of the graffiti stuff, or is this okay? Looks good. We can say that's enough. I like the art on it. Don't want it to be over graffiti. Yeah, okay. And if you see it in person and you think you want more, just tell me. I can put more on there. It's not a big deal, either way. Why am I a house painter? I have painted houses before. Real life and mini. So today we will be working on Blood and Plunder stuff, because it's Monday, which I forgot I was dealing with attention headachy type thing from a lot of not well controlled anger. today, so so we will go as long as my noggin will let me, because I can still feel that muscle just sitting there. It ain't happy, I'll just tell you. We did not. The car is missing. Hi, Bert. Man, actually, it's funny, Jesse. We were talking about you a couple days ago? Yesterday? At the store? Yeah, the car is missing. We don't know where the car is. That is one of the, it's one of the reasons I'm not super happy today. What a strange word, swanky. Swanky? Swanky's a great word. Is it, like, not something you say up here in the north? Yeah, we were at, Mox's Games or something like that. I think is what it's called. Down in New Bedford. Yesterday? Right? Sunday? Today's Monday? Yeah. Yesterday. I've been dealing with some bad emotional regulation today. I had to tell a few people to leave me alone because I was not in a good mood. Anyway, yeah, so they said that they mentioned you. And I was like, "Oh, I know who Jesse is." How's your new house been going? It's too bad I didn't get to stop in and say hi. Oh, Max, like 15 minutes from. Okay, so you're pretty close to New Bedford then. Yeah, they were complimentary of you. I was like, they were talking. I forget why you came up. We were talking about something, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, Jesse stops in here," and I was like, "Man, I haven't seen Jesse in a long time." And they all like you, so you know, you got that going for you. So good job, Jesse. You're not totally hated yet. Oh, you're not sleeping at the new place. Almost like 15 minutes from my house. Like your current house, or where you're going? Because I know you're not going that far. You're like going like a couple towns over or something, aren't you? Yeah, it's funny. That kind of is like the moment, right? Because when we started paying, or you know, like trying to move in here. Sorry, the dog's off the door, but I'm gonna go close that. When we moved into the place we're at now, because I guess you've been gone. We moved. Now we're in Woburn now, so we're not in the city. I'm actually pretty close to Brandon, and we're up here, and you know we're paying for it for like a month, because you bought, I think, right? I heard you bought. Then the game store before it closed. I think he might have been talking about you were trying to get like an Infinity group or something going. I think is what they were talking about. But yeah, we moved up here, and it feels surreal until you move in and actually like start sleeping. Like that's when you know it's like real. It's kind of a thing, you know. But yeah, I'm glad to hear your move's going well. And Brandon is very protective of your doctorness. Because we were talking about you, like we were doing like a little game weekend. And somebody said that you were a doctor. And I I forget what I said. It was something along the lines of, I was like, oh, I didn't know he was a doctor. Because I know that you do all the stuff with the glasses and all that, but I wasn't aware like you were a doctor of it. I thought you were just like a supplier of it. And he was very adamant in telling me that you were a doctor over and over again, even though I didn't say that you weren't. I was just like, oh, I didn't know he was a doctor. I just thought he did supplies for them. And he was like, no, he is a doctor. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I was just asking. We're calm. We're all friends here. We don't got to be mad at each other. 5 streams. Yeah, Mike, sorry, I'm not gonna have this ready by tomorrow, but I hope to be done with it by next Tuesday, which should be okay, right, for your display. Do you want me to bring this with me tomorrow for your display? I have to tune in because we were chilling in way different parts of the house. She is, in fact, on the other side of the house. I don't know if I want company today anyway. I know I've had a day when I can feel my eyes hurt.
What this means is if you take your time and plan things out and make sure that you are set up to perform that job as flawlessly as you can, you're going to have a much better result.
It's okay. No, it's not done until next week. Okay. I'll do my best to get it to you tomorrow. Alright, where do we go? What are we doing? Where are we going? I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work today. I have noticed that as long as I do not sit down or slow down at all, like if I just literally power through it, I am a working machine.
Really enjoy the process as much as you can.
You're playing, you know, aren't you playing Blood and Plunder? Yeah, actually, you know what, Jesse? Why aren't you playing Blood and Plunder, you big doofus?
You'll be able to rely on this thing for years to come.
Mr. Endless! Hello. Do I know you in real life, or are you a transplant? Or are you from the internet? These are not freebooters, these are English Militia. I got a big unit of them already. But the metal ones that I'm using from a different company, they like to chip. And I know that I just need to keep painting them. So I like English Militia because of how goofy and bad they are. And I really dream of playing the list where it's Morgan and just a horde of English Militia. I don't know why, I just feel like that list might be kind of enjoyable. Free boers, more like it. English, we like that. Jeez! Sheesh. I'm from the internet. I have been playing Spain and Summer of Plunder. Excellent. Love to hear that, bud. We were actually just playing a raid on a treasure fleet ship yesterday. Actually, we were just talking about it. And many Spaniards were killed. That's for sure. I mean, I spam Milicianos with Spain, so I think that's... yeah, okay, so you get it. Yeah, you get where I'm coming from. I think Milicianos might, in a lot of ways, be a lot better than English Militia. But I thought about it for Nova, that I might run a English Militia horde. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get quite that many painted, but I am going to play probably English Buccaneers and maybe English or British privateers. Probably. I have learned that I do not think the Buccaneer units are... I just don't feel like they're worth it, man. I feel like they're not worth it. Have you heard our Arachne raise the black? I would hope so. But yeah, if the move had not happened, I was hoping that I would have been a little bit more thorough on all the leaders that were happening at for Summer Plunder. But sadly, now I think the move is officially done today. Maybe not technically 100%, but to me, it's done for me. I'm done. No more. I'm not driving to that house again. Unless I gotta pick up mail or something stupid. I am in my new happy house, and I don't want to go nowhere. Go to USPS. Why am I going to you? Change your address. Yeah, I should. I think freebooters are cool. If you can get ball and shot, marksman working, but it has to be like every time you shoot with them. Yes, I agree. The biggest issue I have with freebooters is it might be the scenarios that we've been doing, but I never feel like I can properly plant their feet. I think we've just been playing a lot of scenarios where I have to like get up and get somewhere, and I don't think you get 6 points worth of a model if they're not like planting their feet and shooting, you know? It's like trying to assault a position with a boucanet, right? You're paying 7 points for a boucanet, and you got all these like really good shoot skills, but you're like trying to move. And yeah, I just noticed that if you don't have the optimal position for them, I feel like they're not nearly as good as their price tag might entail. The main opponent I've been playing against has been pirates, and pirates I think are just way too like effective. Like 3-point pirates are just hard to compete against when you have an army of like 6-point dudes. So, not to say that I think freebooters are bad, I just find that I have trouble getting their cost. No, do it now, Dylan. Okay, I guess I gotta end the stream. Is that what Kara's asking? I gotta go end the stream and go change my address like right now. I don't think UPS is even open. That seems like a terrible idea. Ending stream? I just got here. We have a new friend. We got Endless. I feel the same about most of the 6-point models. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me then. So like when I look at the freebooters, right? I compare them to Jamaican privateers, right? The jammies, which are 4 points, and their only skill is expert sailor, right? But it's essentially like a baby freebooter unit. Their shoot value is only 7, but I find like like I said, most of the time I really don't feel like I'm getting a lot of work out of marksman. And then I kind of notice that I'm slowly deviating to 18th century lists because I'm like, I feel like these are just a little bit more like cost effective. But I want to use Buccaneer stuff because I think Buccaneer stuff's really cool. And then I go back and forth, you know? This is the life I live. But thank you for joining us, Endless. Do it on stream? Oh, dude, sick. And dox myself. That's a great idea. What a great idea. Also, I'm sorry this camera keeps shaking. I still cannot find the zip ties to keep that sucker.
I have $70
still.
in cash.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw it over and over at Dr.D for the flight amount of bits.
$70 for the flight amount of bits. Why would you give me $70? But yeah, how do you feel like you've been doing this campaign, Mr. Endless?
Make them open the USPS place for you to change your address. Also, can you grab me ice cream since you are out at Mr. Wonderful's Treat Bonanza Emporium?
I could grab you some ice cream, sure, Mike. I keep thinking of going to that ice cream, that little ice cream shack down the road from my place, and I've stopped myself many times. I have looked at. Let me just tell you something. I've looked at my bank account, and I am not particularly excited about going and treating myself to much of anything right now. Moving is not cheap. So I think for the next few days, we're going to have to trust in Coffee's ability to suppress the hunger, procedure inside the human body. A Woburn friend told me that is the best ice cream in town. Great, wonderful. Well, you know what? If you get bored, I would love a milkshake, I guess. I'll buy you and Kara ice cream, but, you know, I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. And one that is always bumming. Played way too many games, but I've had a lot... Dude, there's no such thing as too many games, mind you. Too many games, but I've had a lot of success in land scenarios with Spanish Militia, Florida. That's where I'm from. We get the two best native units, archers and warriors, a really good militia, and good cavalry. I've heard a lot of really good things about the Florida militia, actually. Don't dox yourself, you can get crazy. People show up if you do. Blood and Plunder, Port Royal. He's playing Blood and Plunder. He's playing Spanish. I know for a fact that I will play Spanish at some point, because somebody needs to play the bad guy. Nobody plays the bad guy locally. And eventually I'm going to do a narrative thing here, which is going to do some like fantasy elements and all that. And I'm probably going to make up some factions. I'm probably going to include like a Davy Jones Deep One type faction for the campaign thing. So hopefully I can get Firelock at least a little bit involved in that. Same, I also want to crack at the Spanish. Isn't the Pirates back? No. Totally is. No, I don't think the Pirates are... No. No. The Pirates are 100% not the bad guys. They actually treat people somewhat equally. Spain is a little rough. Pirates are the heroes. I don't know about that. I didn't say that. There were no pirate players at that event. That's crazy. They are blah, 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 blah. What do you play? Yeah, I think playing in Spanish would be quite a bit of fun. They had a Spanish starter at Mox's that was metal, and I was so tempted to buy that thing. And I was like, no. I know Kara, and I saw the Dutch stuff, and I was like, I know Kara wants to play Dutch. So I just grabbed the Dutch because they were really cheap. That or maybe the bad guys of the Dutch. Oh, the Dutch? No. What, the Dutch? The heck did... Well, the Dutch The Dutch did kind of start a lot of the stuff that happened in the Caribbean. I think it was only a matter of time. They were the ones that kind of started picking on the Spanish. The Spanish and the Dutch, really not huge friends with that whole Flanders thing going on. You know, they had that whole War of Spanish Succession thing. Not a great point in human history. Dutch, the true good guys, the big brother, weaker nations. That is sort of true, admittedly. They were also very tolerant, for sure. If they were heroes, then why didn't they win the Great Pirate War?
How long I've been waiting for this.
Woo!
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Woo! About to make a boo for myself here. The hero sont bien sur le France. Au Franche. Sorry, my connection crapped out the second you started asking me a question before. Twitch also seems to have a preternatural sense of when I'm trying to listen to your playing ads. Well, you don't got to worry about that anymore, I don't think. Woo! You're about to make a name for yourself here. Thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate that, buddy.
Bert Jebsen, we asking why you aren't playing Blood and Plunder with all your friends.
It's true. Why are you not playing Blood and Plunder, Mr. Jesse? It's probably my favorite game. I'll be quite honest. I wouldn't honestly know. I don't play Blood and Plunder. Well, we're talking about real life history. Blood and Plunder is just a, you know, it's just a what's the right word?
Look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, back up the booty, I need the booty, I like the booty, oh what a booty.
When you're playing historicals, you get to talk about history. It's kind of one of those things, you know? Look at this guy's white pants. He's got the whitest pants I've ever seen. Look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, suck up the booty, I want the booty. Because I've never heard of Blood and Plunder. Jesse, you better shut your mouth. That's all I'm going to say. Ads saucy, but I refuse to pay for my own Twitch. Yeah, I know. I would. Is there a way for me to give you? I don't know if I can just give you. I know that making you a mod does not do it. I've tried that. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a different way. I really wish we could find the damn... I really wish we could get that camera stop shaking. Anyway, guys, yeah, sorry, we moved, and if you're watching, things will get better, I promise. It's just been, it's been insane. I can give out subs. I just can't give out specific subs. That's weird. Like someone just told me. I bought a historical gun today. I like history. Well, hey man, what kind of gun? Maybe I should play Blood and Plunder with all my friends. Maybe I should play Blood and Plunder with all my friends. Like someone just told me. Don't worry about it. 1921 M38 Swedish Mauser. Yo, that's sick. Half the guys that are near you and said they play games with you all the time, those guys suck at advertising the games they play. I mean, they wouldn't shut up about it for a few of them. I'm not here enough. I can't gift you a sub roll, so I'd be simping. I can't do that to myself, sorry. Way too much to type. Sick shake cam.
How long I've been waiting for this.
Woo!
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Mike,
here.
thank you again. Mike, what are you... Mike, please. I have limited time to earn exclusive emotes. I hope you know that I adore you and I would do anything for you. I am feeling nauseous with this camera. I don't know if you guys are being serious or not. I don't know. I don't have any zip ties. I'm sorry, or I'd fix it. I'd have a shaky cam too if you're in the chat. There. Approve my saucy message mods. That wasn't me. I said I wouldn't simp for care. Oh, that wasn't you. Oh, who did? Oh, Wilmar! Oh, thank you. You can melt some cheese on the camera to hold it in place, maybe. Some cheese? I have zip ties. Well, can you please bring up the zip ties? Dr.D, I'll get you lab grade zip ties? Holy crap. I don't think I've met you, Mr. Cho Cow Cho. How's it going, sir? Welcome. Welcome if I haven't talked to you before. Dude. You know, it's obvious. I should have known that when I did not feel good today, when I was aggravated, I should have known that I was going to meet a bunch of new people, which would make me really happy. I should have known. I should have came in here asking, dude. Make with the reading comprehension payments. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Not serious, but it is like the first Bourne movie. I've never actually watched the Bourne movies. It annoys the butts out of me, so it's gotta go. There's a lot of slamming going on downstairs. Yeah, to put it into perspective, I needed medicine today. That's how I've been feeling. You did bring a thing of rocks. I heard Happy Gilmore 2 was funny. Oh my god. Thank you. Adam Sandler did it again?
That's gonna fix everything?
What? Adam Sandler?
It'll show you
Yeah.
slamming downstairs. Winky face, eggplant emoji.
You should crank that down a little bit more for yourself.
You heard that, huh? It would also help if I put the zip tie in the right direction. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god. There we go. Fixed. Shooter McGavin. Oh my god, there's so many. You guys are talking. Free feet. Free feet over here. Yeah, dude. Check that out. Check it out. Want to see some feats? I'll show you some feats. I'll show you some feats real good. Rumor has it that you can either read well or paint well. It's one or the other. You can't. There's literally nothing in between. As opposed to the horrible same olds. That's actually cool to hear. I really enjoyed Happy Gilmore. I like Adam Sandler movies. It's one of those little guilty pleasure things over here, you know. Listen, I enjoy them. I'm a simpleton. I'm a simple man. I like simple things. I like talking about history, and I like Adam Sandler movies. Does that make me wrong? I don't want to be right. Tell me. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you. I dare you.
Okay Google, show me more streamer feet. Wait, this isn't Google. Okay Google, delete the internet. Google?
Oh my god. Not the entire thing. Not the entire... Not one whole internet. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, everything here is definitely getting better. The house is coming along pretty well. I just think the usual issue of me being tired like all the time is gonna stop me from fixing my rooms as fast as I should. I said that to him multiple times while we were on our trip. I was like, Mike, you're a big old silly Billy. I hope you know that. And he was like, no, stop. Oh, did you move as well? Yeah, Bert, I was talking. Yeah, I guess you weren't here when I was talking about that. Yeah, we just moved. We're in Woburn. I was talking to you about it the whole time. The whole time you couldn't hear me. Yes, we did move. We are now in Woburn. It is very close to my job. The job I hope to be at until I die. Until I die, Jesse. As in, I will no longer be among the living, and yet when people are like, where did he work? They'll be like, over there. He worked right at that, right over there. See that place over there? That's where he was.
Chunky Chester chased a cheese wheel downhill, chewing cheddar, chuckling, and choking, till he crashed into a cart of curdled cream, causing chaos, cows, and camembert to collide.
Yeah, this is a nice. Yeah, it's nicer. Woburn's a good spot. You should get around there. Yes. Yes. I know it's good when I get this man to put the brush down and laugh for a few minutes. Yeah. Ben Stiller was amazing as the nursing home. Did they actually get Ben Stiller back? He's good people. Many girlfriend and producer points for bringing the zip tie. Yeah, thank you. That's true. There's definitely some chicken here. I don't think we've gone there yet. Since we've moved here, other than like that day we did the big move. Oh, okay. I was asking. That's what I was asking. Is if they got Ben Stiller? I was gonna say, did they get Ben Stiller back for that spot, for that role? If that's the case, I'd be all over it. I can't find my blue. Damn it. You guys are making me laugh. You guys are making me laugh. Knock it off. I will say, doing a stream is like therapeutic. Also, what's your closest local game store? It's either going to be Goblin or Hobby Bunker now, I think. Have you seen Heavyweights, the movie where Ben Stiller plays the guy running the fat camp? No, I have not. That sounds amazing, though. I mean, my mouth is pretty okay. Bring me ass chicken and see what else I give you. I don't get it. I'm a little worried that might be a little too bright. A little too bright of blue. Yeah, but it's probably going to be Squablin or Hobby Bunker, and those aren't my favorite stores, which is fine. I'll go to them. Like, Hop talks about infinity on the Orecki podcast. It's Orecki, the podcast. Thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Finn. Man, we're getting a lot of new people today, man. Look at you. Woo! About to make a name for ourselves here. Finn Barfin. Thank you very much for the follow. Mike, you don't like eating anymore. That's true. He ate yesterday. I watched that man eat. Yes, chicken it's very good. It's Korean-style fried chicken. It's amazing. This forgotten gem of a Disney movie. Stiller is pretty much the character he played at Dodgeball. Running a fat camp. I might have to give that a shot. Have you seen I'm not much of a movie guy, but I might. That sounds pretty good. But yeah. Squabbling Goblin is a fine store. It's just kind of small. So getting a game in is a little bit of a could be a little tricky because you might show up and there'll just be no table space. Which, you know, that'd be kind of butts. I don't want to drive all the way out there and get nothing. So I still love Webway. That's probably still my store. Webway is it is definitely less aggravating to get to. It's definitely closer. It's probably not that much closer. But it's like an easier drive, if that makes sense. Like I can just kind of turn my brain off while I'm driving, and it's not like as big of a deal. And when I'm driving home after game day on Tuesdays, it's like there's really no traffic, so it's really just like a straight shot. So I don't know. It's probably roughly the same-ish. It's probably not that big of a difference. But yeah, I definitely got choices now. Perky's back. Hi, Perky. Oh no, Perky is back. My mod status is back to being at risk. Did you hear how the brush died? He had a stroke. He had a stroke. I love that one. That one's really good. Welcome back, Perky. Does Omar's in Lexington have table service? I don't actually know if Omar's does gaming. Like, I know they have painting and stuff, and they have room for like RPG stuff. I've stopped in there because it's like literally down the road from my office. It's like I could walk there if it would take me a hot minute, but I could definitely get there just by walking. And it's in downtown Lexington, which is just gorgeous. But I don't know if they actually do any gaming, like, in general. But the real question, and I thought about it, I thought about asking when I stopped by there a couple weeks ago. The first question I had is, like, why would I ask? Like, I don't really want to get involved. It's closer but more highways, so easier. Yeah, that helps. No, but it's all high, but I don't know if that material is all highway. Also, playing at our house with the possibility of me cooking or getting ass chicken for us is a solid bet. Oh my god, you're closer to the train store. Let's go play trains. There is a train store nearby. That is true. I have not stopped there yet. You wish you were Perky. Why did the snail stop at the gas station to make his escargot? Escargot. Oh god. Any games with Dr.D, he'll be all trains. Oh no, not the trains! I'm so trains autistic. If I ever join the community, I'm doomed. Doomed! Doomed!
Yeah, listen to that bell. Oh, take a look at that. Oh my god! Woo! Listen to that horn!
I don't know why trains are so cool. They're so simple. It's literally just a piece of metal that goes real fast in a single line.
I can't
pretend to know what you're going through right now, but
you let go, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. If you need anything, you know who to look to.
Somebody else.
Someone else.
Thanks, Kara. You should go to the train store. They purport to be the largest in the world. I have heard that. Yes. One track mind. One track mind. Man, we got a crowd today. Man, we got us a hot little group here today. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I was in a bit of a mood today, but getting everybody to show up like this today, man, I should be in a bad mood more often. Ripping again, Sean's Perky. Why would you wish you were Perky? Trains are autistic. They have a one-track mind. Yes. 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 They have a hobby store in Orlando that they also said to be like one of the biggest ones. Photo, Colonial, and Hobby? Was that what it was called, Kara? On 50? Photo colonial hobby. Locomotives seem like they remind us that life is about moving forward, and if you dislodge from your tracks, it'll only cause some catastrophic shit to happen. All right, man. Good to have you here. I'm willing to talk philosophy. I love this. But at some point, another train will come along right behind you, so it's not really a big deal. People can wait for their shipments of eggs, eggs and DVD players. You know, I admit you're right. Every single day, I stop and think, man, you know what? I don't need a DVD player right now. I can wait. So, Mr. I'm just gonna call you Chocobo. You're my Chocobo now. So, Mr. Chocobo, Marcus Aurelius, he said that life and who we are in it, humans are dogs tied to the cart of time. We got some leeway. We can walk around it, and we can walk to the sides of it. We can walk with it, and we can pull against it. But it's our choice if we want to walk along with it or be dragged along by it. And that's what history. And that's what history and time is. And that has really stuck with me. That's for Fast and Furious thought process. See, Kara's always talking about how she wants another damn DVD player. I'm like, Kara, we do not need another DVD player. She's like, but Kevin, I want a DVD player. I'm like, we don't need a DVD player. Oh, dude, dragged along 100%. That's not healthy, though. That's not healthy, Endless.
So here we go about Marcus Aurelius. Man read his diary once and now he thinks he is Pluto. Well, Mr. Streamer, Pluto is a dog and so is Goofy, so why are they treated so differently?
Why are they treated so differently? Well, because one of them decided to walk with the cart of time, and the other one did not. And the other one decided to pull against it. I'm not here to judge, Mike. Here we go with
own a
Marcus.
lot of DVD.
Marcus irrelevant. Marcus irrelevant. God damn it. Marcus irrelevant. Oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. I hate that. I don't know, free will seems like it's beyond our grasp, but I take a pretty cynical view of that human activity is really meaningful in as much as the things we do are impactful. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, and half the stuff we do that is impactful we'll probably have indirect relationship with or don't even realize. Well, I mean, you're probably correct in that like kind of approach to it, but I think that when you get to a metaphysical standpoint like that, I think there's a certain point of you have to ask yourself, does it matter what it is that you're doing as long as it feels like you're being impactful and useful? Like, because now you're in the thought process of like, is it the act itself or is it the intention behind said act? None of this matters. But is it the intention behind the act that matters? And I think that is where, you know, a lot of this like discussion comes from, right? It don't matter. We own a lot of DVDs. We don't own that many DVDs. DVD collections are definitely pulling against the cart of time. Yes, you are not walking along with the cart if you got DVDs. I was proud of that wordplay. That was very, Mike, that was most excellent. I adored that. No, that was a gem. I saw a video that said mass is a 40-year-old's hobby. Said Ma is a 40-year-old hobby. I don't know what Ma is. If what I do isn't free will, then whoever is controlling my game doesn't know how to play this game. Yeah, I suppose free will is definitely the intent of the thing. Also, real talk, Aurelius was a bit of a rich fuckboy. Well, kinda. To some extent. I mean, is there actually any, like, documented cases of him, like, fucking around past, Faustinia? I know Faustinia may or may not have been a lover of the male genitalia, shall we say. But there's some argument to be made that that might have been purely like a politically motivated propaganda thing. I do think that some of the things in meditation are kind of hilarious when you take them out of context. Because at some point he like humble brags in meditations that he didn't like beat and I don't know if I'm allowed to use this word on here. Have relations with slaves without permission. You know that. He bragged, if you want to call it a brag, that he didn't do that with his slaves because he, you know, was a better person, I guess. I don't know. Marcus. No, I mean, he probably didn't practice what he preached is all, whether he fucked or not is irrelevant. Totally didn't practice what he preached.
I heard he did have frat parties and was known to light bags of horse dung on fire in front of people's houses.
Did he really? Math teaches us that the average is me. The average is me. That is true. I like how conservatives somehow always steer towards the Roman Empire if you wait long enough. Well, I mean, isn't that what conservatism is like the love of like the old days? And you can't get much older than the Roman Empire. Well, I think that's kind of the point of meditations, though. I think meditations is proof that he knew on a logical level what it is he wanted. Conversations. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense too, Bert. That makes a lot of sense, Jesse. I heard he did have frat parties. I never knew that. That's crazy. Good thing the Roman Empire never collapsed or failed or anything like that. Doctor reading comprehension had again. Leave me alone! I'm so conservative, I write complaints about copper grades on stone tablets. Well, no, but I'm serious though. It's like when it comes to like what that whole process, because I did it for a while too with the Daily Stoics journal. I eventually gave up on it just because I noticed that I was starting to feel bad about not doing the thing, and I think the constructive part of it I had already kind of I'd already done it because it was my third year of doing it, and I realized it was like I'm kind of repeating the same things here, and I think journalism is helpful to a point. But there's definitely a point where I think you have to kind of have the rubber hit the road, as they say. But, where was I going with that? Good night, Kara. I'm so gonna... Yeah, Nasir posting. Stop this shit. Not my fault the world shit. See, she didn't even notice. She didn't even notice, Mike. Kara, would it be too much to ask for you to get me another glass of water before you go to bed? Yeah, it was also Wilmar that gave you the thing. Not everyone thought Cleopatra was beautiful, but that's how Julius Caesar. What? Can I have another glass of water? If there's not one already cut, try the Simply lemon that I left in there. No, I was just curious. tries to see if it tastes the same. I clapped. Stoics are cool though. I don't really know how to practice virtue ethics on the day-to-day, but the idea of bounding your expectation of a happy life to your material surroundings and your ultimately product of your environment in terms of your will to navigate towards doing the right thing. Yes. I am someone who has always kind of thought of themselves as a stoic, but let me tell you, today was a great example of me not living up to what I want the virtue to be, you know? Because the 4 stoic parameters, I forget the word. It's like the 4 stoic things that you hold on to. The foundations are justice, wisdom, temperance. Justice, wisdom, temperance. Justice. I can't think of the 4th one. I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm a bad stoic. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. Don't look at me. I can't think of the 4th one. Justice, wisdom, temperance. What's the 4th stoic thing? Wisdom, courage. That's what I was forgetting.
Fucking coward.
Yeah, I'm a chicken. I'm a big old scaredy dog. Good night. The disrespect towards you from Kara, I can't believe it. I'm used to having your stupid joke for your deeds. Tenets. Courage. Oh, the 4 virtues. Courage. Yeah, thank you. I guess I don't have a lot of courage. Anyway, but like today was a good example. Like today, you know, I like to think that I think before I talk a lot of times. And I'm someone who I think in a lot of ways does everything he can to treat others well. I like I like to think, but I am not perfect. I would never be one to say that I was. That's not me. But like today, I was in a bad mood. And when you're in a bad mood, you do things that you don't, think that you should. Looking back on it, I'm like, okay, maybe I should have acted a little bit differently. Now, the difference is I'm more of a person where if I'm in a bad mood or I'm going to say something that I shouldn't say or whatever, I'm probably just not going to say it, and I'd be more likely to be quiet. And I think that Mike, it's funny because Mike made a comment about this. Mike has made a comment stating, and Kara does the same thing, and everybody who knows me for any period of time knows, when I'm not in a good mood, I don't get loud, I get quiet. I become very, very quiet. Because I know that I've been mad before, and when I have a aptitude to explode, and I've learned from Stoic, studying, that's not a good thing to do. It's been a problem in my family for a long time. Explosive anger. His voice is louder when he doesn't say anything. Yeah, that's what he gets. That's what Mike keeps saying. I'm not perfect. I'm really not, but I try. I like to think that, when I do die, when Mike finally kills me, people will be like, Dylan wasn't so bad. I mean, that's all we can do. And I learned a lot, especially the concept of what Marcus Aurelius called the third thing. That was a big improvement. Especially in my professional life. Like, as far as being a doctor comes from. Because I realized that I was, for a very long time, being a chiro, I was seeking the third thing, and it wasn't healthy, and I've since been able to conquer that a lot better. Here's a math pickup line: "Hey baby, what's your sin so I can lie tangent to your curves?" Yeah, I've seen that. That's a classic. That's classic. And I would venture to say that nobody, you know, it's the whole, like, he without sin cast the first stone thing, right? You know, where it's like, we're just doing the best we can. Nobody's perfect. We have our good days, we got our bad days. My general measurement is, even if I'm in a bad mood, as long as I am able to have a conversation with somebody who's not involved in the thing that is making me aggravated, and I can still treat them with, like, respect and make them feel valued or whatever, then I know that I personally am winning. That's my, like, measurement. So, like, today, you know, we're having a problem with our moving truck rental fee thing. So when we rented the super big truck, when we got it, the kid behind the counter, and I say kid must have been like friggin' 19 or something, says to me, hey, if you take this car and you drop it off at a different place, it's called a one-way or whatever, and you get a refund based on, you know, whatever it is you don't spend, you get the refund. Well, I get charged for the full amount, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. I was told I was going to get a refund on this or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so I I try and talk to the lady at the place I'm at, because it's the place I dropped it off, and she's like a snarky, and I'm going to use this word, you know, as politely as possible. She's kind of a fucking bitch. And so I sit there and I'm just like, you know, hey, this happened, and this is what he told me. And is it possible for me to get some kind of, like, refund or someone to look at this thing or whatever? And I'm totally respectful. Like, I got no, like, ulterior motive here. And then she looks at me and she says, there's no way that he told you that. We all know that this is the case or blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, no. I definitely know he said this because I specifically asked him. I know that. I talked to him about this very specific thing. And she's talking to me like I'm some kind of, like, 5-year-old. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you for your help, I guess. I'll leave now. Bye. So I get up and I leave. You know, there's no, like, okay, have a nice day, you know, see you later, you know, but whatever. It's like the customer service was so bad. Oh my God, it was terrible. And so I went into my car and I was like, you know, that lady clearly didn't deserve respect in the sense that she was good at her job, let's just put it that way. But I walked out of it and I didn't explode at her. I wasn't in a good mood. And so I called the U-Haul call line or whatever. And I'm talking to the person and I'm like, hey, yeah, you know, there's this thing going on, blah, blah, blah. And I know that you get more flies with honey, you know? And so you just talk to them like they're a person. And I was like, hey, you know, thank you for, you know, blah, blah. I'm having this issue. This kid said this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm a little agitated because of these reasons. I know it's not your fault. So if I come off as a little snappy, I'm not mad at you. It's not your fault. You didn't do this. And she said, you know, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I was like, sure. And she, you know, and she said, you know, I gotta do a couple things. You know, go ahead and hold. You know, please, just whatever. I gotta put your information in this thing because we put in a thing. Talk to managers, whatever, blah blah. And she said, sorry, you have to wait. I gotta put this information in. And I said to her, lady, you're doing me a favor. Why are you apologizing to me? It's like, you're crazy. I appreciate that you're helping me or whatever. And it's like, I find it's those little things that really help, I don't know, just like kind of drive the point forward. But anyway, the point I'm getting to is I think when it comes to me personally dealing with my issues through stoicism, that I think is where the key is you can't let your upsettedness affect how you talk to other people, like how you treat people. There's a long rant on that. I apologize, but that was something I was thinking about on the drive home from my unhappy encounter. Ty got divorced because his wife always said he was irrational. Thank you. Thank you, Perky. Perky, where you been, man? I feel like I haven't seen you forever. I think it's a great way to go through life. Yeah! And it's like such a simple thing. To just like to be able to go to sleep knowing you're like, okay, listen, I didn't rip some stupid lady's head off because she clearly never learned how to like treat people well. And if she's like talking to me like that, and she's paid to talk to me. Playing a lot of 40K lately. That's good to hear. You've been using that giant army that you showed off last time. It was like a bunch of Tyranids. You also had a lot of guard, right? But in my opinion, it's like if somebody's paid to talk to me, and I'm not even like an agitated customer, how is she talking to her family or the people that have no ability to get away from her? It's like I know she's probably not treating them well, and that's where I think to myself, it's like she's controlled by her poor impulses. Let's just put it that way. And how does that simple thing like affect your day-to-day interactions with people? And I just think that that's a really interesting thing to think about, because in a lot of it helps you not feel mad at them, but to feel like kind of bad for these people, because you're like, okay, this person's not able to talk to me, and I'm here to like give them money. The other people in their life must also be like, yeah, you know, Deborah over there, she's kind of a bitch. Yeah, big hordes I cannot. Yeah, I remember us talking about that. Kara does not pay me to talk to you. Ate out like a bandit yesterday. Even got a free monster. That's true. I did give you a free monster. I was trying to give him a rehab. He didn't want a monster rehab. He was like, I don't know what that is. And I had to tell him, listen, monster rehab, that's one of the things that holds PCN together. Because Tim, PCN Tim, he's the one that showed me those, and he's like, you should drink these. So I always used to drink those on the way home from his house from Oneana to help me stay awake, because it's like a 5-hour drive. Big hordes. So have you been playing Tyranids? You've been playing more of your Astra Militarum. She's telling them about the idiot that tried to get a partial refund for a made-up reason at work, i.e. not taking responsibility. Exactly. And I think that kind of mentality, you're going to pay for that in the long run. Because there's going to be so many things in your life that you will not be able to benefit from. Or, you know, it's like what is it called? Like an opportunity cost, where, you know, she'll be in this position where she doesn't feel like she can escape or whatever, because she just doesn't let herself have opportunities because of the fact that, you know, she's kind of a bitch. And, like, even if she didn't want to help me, she could have at least, like, passed the buck. It's like, lady, you work for a corporation. Just tell me to call the call line or something. I just wanted to know why my bill was so high. Why are you ripping my head off? I don't understand. And so, and I think that is when you get those situations where, you know, maybe she goes to a restaurant or something after work, and she's the person that yells at the waitress. Like, why are you yelling at the waitress? Even a bad waitress, it's like, it's better to not yell at them. You just be like, you know, you just don't give them a good tip, or you write down, it's like, lady, you're not a good waitress. And you probably deserve to know why, or whatever. But it's like, why would you yell? I don't know. These are the things I think about. I'm probably just a weird psychopath. Yeah, trying to use all my armies now, even the hard to transport ones. Oh, yeah, dude, I imagine transporting that's probably a bitch. Perky, are you gonna go to any conventions or anything this year? We're going to Nova. Like, are you gonna go to Adepticon or like we're not going to Gen Con this year. Hopefully we can go next year, but my our moving money situation made going to Gen Con an impossibility. Because Perky, I'd love to meet, man. I want to see if you're a dad joke machine in person, or if it's just something you play on TV. It's just that your head looks really, really rippable, D. Oh my god, I had no idea. Not sure though, I have friends moving to Kentucky, so I might have to swing down there. To Kentucky? I'm nowhere near Kentucky. So did everyone stop playing Infinity just in time for me to finish assembling my army? That's always the way. I played Infinity Saturday. I went to an event Saturday? We still play. Listen here, bucko. You're the one that disappeared, not us. Alright? Mr. Jesse, you're the one that has been moving and going on your little work trips and all that stuff. You're the one that disappeared, buddy, not us. I've been keeping track of you through Brandon. I ask him every once in a while. I was like, what's Jesse been up to? And he's like, oh yeah, he's been moving or whatever. I'm like, that's where he went. Okay. So listen here, butto. I'm keeping my eyes on you. Don't you dare come at me. The arachne web is long and sticky. If a certain part shakes, I make sure I listen from where it came from. So Jesse, the new studio that I'm in right now, there's a gaming table in here that we will do battle reports and stuff on, and probably record it. So there is always going to be room to play games at my place. It's a bit of a drive for you, I know, but if you were ever like, hey, yeah, I want to make an appearance or whatever, this is you can definitely come up here literally whenever you want. I'm not sure, though I have friends moving to Kentucky, so that's like, because Kentucky, what, Nova's near Kentucky? NashCon is somewhat near Kentucky, because that's Tennessee. Same for my place. Spiderweb got grounded because he spent too much time on the web. Oh, God. I definitely want to get down there. It's just, there's never like a reason to be that south. Like, especially in that New Bedford area, there's just not a lot of stuff going on. This number of pop-ups. It's like, if I came down there, it would be like hey, we're gonna play like this specific game type thing. And I would be hanging out with you specifically. Which, admittedly, it sounds like fun, don't get me wrong. But it's hard. It's so much easier to schedule a, hey, Kara, I'm going to the game store to play at a tournament or whatever. You know what I mean? It's the multiple birds with one stone kind of thing. Which I'm sure you're very used to that. I know, I didn't say that. It's not what I said. Smoke a big cut of meat, that's reason enough. You see, that's a good reason. Yeah, now that the move's over, I can see me doing stuff like that a little bit more frequently. I am not good at Infinity anymore. I don't remember the last time I won. And it's actually starting to like affect me. Always with the foul play. Chill, my dog. I do love doggos. They're actually nice and defiant, like a little team. He's such a good dog when he wants to be, but yeah, he's a little high. He's a little high anxiety around the new people, which I do not. What's the word I'm looking for? I do not think is okay. I do not allow it in a case of like, I'm like, oh yeah, he's fine. I'm like, I do not think it is an acceptable thing. Yeah, Mike has gotten him. He can pet him now. I would actually, that's not a bad idea, Jesse. I have not played 4th edition yet, but I admit that I've kind of been, we played a lot of Blood and Plunder. Like, we played a lot of it, because the Summer of Plunder has been going on, and I've really enjoyed it. Like, I think Blood and Plunder is my favorite game of all time. Easy. Like, no, like just full stop. It is my favorite thing to play right now. And I do think that playing Malifaux, I can pet him
until he remembers I am petting him, and then he goes, hey, wait a minute.
He does that with me, too, though. But I've definitely been like, you know, I actually do want to give 4th edition a fair shake. I just did not want to be a part of the beta. I did not want to be a beta tester for that game. And I am probably just going to play Guild. I did find most of my Malifaux stuff. It's like literally right next to my desk. So that might be one of the things that we paint once the Summer of Plunder thing ends. D. I can pet him. Tell you. D, you have been on Infinity Ramble on the Discord. Those guys are grinding on tactical minutiae. It's kind of discouraging, as I feel I will never catch up. Yeah, that's kind of like that's kind of one of the things, right? It's like I feel myself. No, I haven't looked in there. I don't look in that channel anymore, but I feel like I am now at the crossroads of I can either really grind down and get good at this game, recapture whatever it is that I've been missing or whatever, and get back like on the horse. But that's going to require like a lot of work. And the problem is like the less I play, so if I continue to not play games, I'm only going to get worse. But then if I go to events, I'm going to lose a lot, and then I'm not going to want to play, which is going to cause me to not want to play, which is going to make me continue to be worse. And then I feel like that is a recipe for a not a great result. And I really love the Infinity community, so I'm always like, yeah, I want to go, and I want to hang out, and I want to talk and chill, and hang out with the peoples, and blah, blah, blahs, but do I want to continuously have my ass kicked? I'm kicking my ass! You mind? Unrelated, but I got a camera so I can paint badly on stream. We could do little painting parties. That would be a lot of fun, actually. It's like a pity party, but you just complain about looking at painting instead of life. Here's the secret, just run events. Then you get the event experience that need next week at the game. Like me. Also like me, because I also do that. Because I completely agree with you. Yeah, we're two peas in the same pot on that one. losing that detrimental to your enjoyment of the game? No. I do not. I do not think it is detrimental to the game. Personally, I do not. What I do have problems with is the lack of game, if that makes sense. Because, like, the difference between going to play and then you go there and you're playing and you're like whatever, there's like some back and forth. If at the end of the game you lose but you feel like you were actually able to play the game, and I've talked about this ad nauseum, but like when you actually get to play and you're like, yeah, there's like a back and forth and this goes and then it's like you have a chance and you can do this thing and there's maybe like he beats you up a little bit, you beat him up a little bit, and then you lose, absolutely don't care. At 100% do not care about the loss. What I don't, and we've talked about this, what I don't like is the go there, set up, get your ass kicked on the first turn because something just doesn't work correctly, and now you have to sit through 3 turns of just being murdered. My new painting work desk comes in tomorrow. It's gigantic, so I can set up a ton of paints on it and then not use them. I honestly don't think Infinity is a good game for that. For what I was just talking about, yeah. Because the whole entire premise of the game is to capitalize on enemy player mistakes. So I do agree with you. But the problem is I think Infinity is one of the best crafted minigames that's ever been made. And again, I love the people. And I also happen to think that the Infinity lore is very cool. Which is why I don't want to give it up. Because the people and the lore kind of keep me involved. But a lot of people don't really care about the Infinity lore. They just want to be like, yeah, I want the coolest and the sickest profiles and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. You know, whatever. My phone is almost dead, so I gotta bounce. It's good hanging out with you, Jesse. Thank you very much for hanging out. It was good to see you. It's good to see you again. You should play Blood and Plunder, though. Blood and Plunder is really good. Miss you too. We'll hang soon. Yes, we will. Especially now that this house thing is coming to a close. We are effectively done. And to me. Oh, there's a housewarming day. I'll tell you the day if I caught you before you leave. I'll admit I'm more indifferent. Right. See? Which I don't think is bad, because I don't think you need to know lore to enjoy Infinity. But, what about this, Chris? What if I said that there was a game where there were real-life historical figures, like some averagely sized French emperors who were actually Italian? What if I told you about a game where that has some lore? King of the Hill Day. It will be. I had to switch the day, Mike. King of the Hill is still definitely happening, but that won't be the day. I'm really enjoying the previews for the new King of the Hill. I'm pretty damn excited. I'm gonna give you 4 stars. That way you have something to work for. You just have something to work towards. Resident Sleeper? What? What you talk about? I'm also having a lot of fun making lists for the tournament for a faction I haven't played in forever and is deemed bad, or make my list the same day. I admit I might have made my list for the Manhunt event. Oh, by the way, Wilmar, I think you'd really like the Manhunt thing. It's a really, 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 really cool format. I think you would really enjoy it. What was I gonna say? Yes, my list might have been very lovingly crafted, very close to when I went to bed for that event. You were talking about historicals. I want to check it out. I haven't had time to yeah. It's good. It's a really cool. It's not perfect. There's a few things I think they should change, but it's really cool. It's a really cool way to play the game. You're talking about historicals. Oh, you were okay. The sleeping about historical things. What would you talk about, girl? Historicals are where it's at. Shit. With the League at AO and the MCP tournament yesterday, it has been busy times. That's good, you know. Busy playing games. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Wilmar, I think you would like hanging out with me. Insert puppy eyes here. I understand that on the fall you could fall into my arms and person like your forward brace. You gay. You gay, girl. Girl, you gay.
Dr.D, is this what kids call Riz? Did I do it?
You did it, buddy. You got him. You got him right where you want him. Now you got to give him the finisher. Ask him if he plays orcs. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. But I mean, just don't forget about me or anything, okay? Can we hang out? Can we still hang out, guys? Sit on my face. Too busy reading about some irrelevant dead guy. Oh, there he goes. Oh, you're losing him. Oh no, Mike, you're losing him. Oh, quick, pull out the old hat. Pull out the surefire thing. Tell him, ask him if you want to see his knife collection, or see your knife collection. Chicks love knife collections. Oh, sure thing. I have a gun. I have a gun. Dude, chicks love guns. Mr. Wilmar, do you want me... Mike, do you know if those natives that Tavis never bought are for sale? Yeah, men always try to take women to gun shows. That's true, they do that. That's true, that is true. They do that. Do you know if that's actually for sale, or do you think Tavis is actually going to buy it? Because if Tavis is going to buy it, Wilmar might want it. Ah! Dakota! He's back. What is with this crazy, like, lineup today, huh? I'm getting, like, a whole bunch of people coming up. Actually, Dakota's somebody I've been wanting to talk to. Sounds like a weird deal out of context. Yeah, kinda. Kinda does. Love the new setup. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you'll have to come by at least at some point. I really want to get my hands on the feudum stuff. Yeah, it is for Blood and Plunder. Yeah. Yeah, you'll definitely have to come by for some games, or I'll come to you too as well. I know you have a kid, Mr. Dakota. Once that feudum stuff comes out, I might have to wait a month or two before I grab it. But I'm now that I've seen the sculpts, I'm in. Oh, oh, great, even better. You can't make me walk up those stairs again. Don't stop until there's an elevator. Well, to put it into perspective, Dakota, today was the last day that I did stuff for the move. So, like, I'm not doing no more. I had a couple more days where I had to go there. I rented another truck and just moved all the other, like, oh, look at Chunk. Look at that. You see that meatball over there? Right there between the chair? You just pat that on the floor. Oh, new puppy. There's Bubby. Just look at that bunch of puppies. Anyway, yeah, I've had to make a few more trips myself. So now it's like bringing those shelves up and down the stairs. Oh my, yeah. Let's just say I do it day by day. There's a certain point where I'm like, okay, I'm done. Then I just put it down. No more moving today. Yeah, I ain't got doctor money. You think I got doctor money? I would have to be much more aggressive with my marketing to get doctor money. Good choice. I was gonna be like 200 card. I was gonna be like 200 card trips. I told him to install.
Uh-oh, Carl. Here comes your first buddy now.
What's up, guys?
Whoa, Chief. How about you watch where you're walking here?
How about you pay attention to where you're standing, asshole?
I told them it's all rock base elevator they have on the Flintstones. Yep. It's like a dummy weight, like a dummy waiter. I trust that guy. I trust that. Good enough for Fred. Good enough for me. I mean, with those noodles for arms, he ain't moving nothing. All right, listen here, Bucko. Next month, here pretty soon, I'm going to the gym again, and I'm gonna make you eat crow. Okay? Why don't you watch where you're standing, asshole? I'm listening. Yeah. I bet you are. Now you're gonna be listening.
Not just noodle arms, he got noodle legs.
Jesus Christ. I do feel like I need to put down 240 metal IG on the table again. Yeah, you definitely do. As soon as you hear that table creak, that's when you know you've done it. It's when you know you've put enough models on the table. When that table starts to creak. You got a new North Shore gym? Not yet. I wanted to do Lifetime or Lifestyle or whatever it is, but that place is expensive. Oh my god. Because the advantage I have is I don't need a trainer because I know how to do everything. Am I gonna whip today? Yeah, I can whip today if people are interested. Let me do the yellow on the trim, and then we'll do a whip it out. I do feel like I need to put sure. Wacky play more of 2, man, you guys are mean. You guys are so mean. But yeah, Dakota, you definitely need to come onto the show, because I know you want to do more Warcrow stuff, but I know we were kind of talking about it. You don't want as much of the the responsibility, I guess. You can come into the loving embrace of Arachne. And throw down my 30 Karskin as well. I still have a bunch of the metal Karskin that have just kind of randomly gotten around my house in my stuff that my mom bought me a long time ago, so I could never get rid of them because they kind of had some sentimentality to me. The old metal Karskin were kind of sick. I loved those things. The new ones are also really cool. But the old metal ones, dude, I loved the old metal Karskins. Those things are awesome. But yeah, Dakota, I want you to know that Arachne is here to assist in any way you would deem helpful. If you wanted to continue your production of stuff. So how many natives do I need to B and P? That's a good question. I'm not actually entirely sure. For 150, we could make a list. We could make a list on stream. We should do that. We'll do that after the whip it out. We'll see if we can make a list. I don't know natives super well. I've only played against them a couple times, and they have whooped me every time. I did buy some recently. So all of them. I notice my lists usually start roaming around like 30 models is what I've noticed. That's kind of where I tend to sit at 200-ish point games. And me and you, we can do all the fancy historical scenarios too, because I play English. And the English and the North American tribes, they always got along really well. The ones in Charleston, the Charleston area, they always tended to like the little knickknacks that the English gave them. Until they murdered everybody, but that's another thing. We don't have to necessarily talk about that. Native American nationality bundle. Oh, so you actually got like some stuff. Oh, you actually got the bundle. Oh shit, yeah, you're gonna be fine then. How many? Yeah, I noticed 30 kind of tends to be where I roam. So 49 would be absolutely okay. I think you're A-okay at 49. Trying to think of my next project. Kill Team, Blood Bowl, Trench Crusade, or Mordheim. Well, first question is, do any of these games, are there local people that
Yes, I am a big historical gamer. I only paint my models in paints that were available at the time period. I am not a poser using modern paints for my historical minis. EU.
Ew. Cord, are any of those games something that people around you are willing to play? I love the yellow on these models. The English Militia looks so amazing when that yellow hits it. That yellow trim, like, girl, looks so good. So good. I'm just thinking about what might be fun to paint. I mean, if you're looking for something that's going to be really different, my recommendations between those would be Blood Bowl or Trench Crusade, myself. Of those games, I like to play all of those, except Kill Team, yeah. Kill Team's okay. It's fine. The new version of it's fine.
I tried it when it first came out. It was okay. I haven't checked. I'm just thinking it might be fun to paint. So 49. Be able to start collecting X-Force for the affiliation box in Q4. Yeah, just buy a couple of the little ones, the ones that aren't going to be in that box. So who's going to be in that box? What's going to be in the affiliation box? It's alright, Chunk. Cable, Domino. And did they go for... Because usually the affiliation boxes are 2 boxes put together, aren't they? I assume it's going to be Magic and Colossus, if I had to guess. Maybe Deadpool? Honey, okay, Honey and X-23. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I mean, there's like tons of boxes you could buy. Deadpool's a fun paint job. Cable and Magic, if you could find that box. Apparently that box is like really difficult to find. Alrighty, let's do a whip it out. My goal is, I want to finish at least one of these guys tonight. Can we do it, guys? Do you believe? So if you got something that you want us to see, whip it out. Whip it out. And if you want to be seen in public again, maybe don't. Whip it out. Whip it out. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, because what, the X-Force colors, you said you wanted to do the old, like, was it black and brown? With that, like, mustardy color? Oy, 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 my body. Oh, Sebi posted. It's the Jean. She's covered in grape and grapevine iconography, famous province for the wine in Orleans. She's the Jean of the wine province. Jean of the wine province. Jean of Orleans. It's Joan of Arc miniature. I was cackling like a madman when I saw this man. It's also dossier. Yes. Yes. Oh shit. I like that. I like the arrow. That's really cool. That's cool. that's really. I love that. That is really neat. I'm a big fan of that. Let's go straight with the colors. Might drop the white. Also, my legs gold. Alrighty. Sharpie. The words are Sharpie or pen. Okay, sick. Yeah, so Mike's been working on his diorama. Excuse me, diorama for his cyberpunk thing. It's got something go on, something the rich. Is this actually where they're going to be located on the board? Or is this like, is this just them kind of put down? Okay, yeah, this is just them like on the table. Yeah, I love that arrow. Yeah, the arrow is cool. That's that's really good. You were just painting it, okay. I was gonna say, because that's a lot of space. I didn't think it was that big. Who's gonna be here? Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. The color is pretty good, actually. That gray works. That gray works. There's writing everywhere. That's me practicing graffiti text. Got it. Gonk the rich. Wheelie's gonna go on top. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, because right with the bike. Mike, you're gonna turn some heads with this thing, man. It's gonna be, people are gonna love this thing. Sins of the Chrome Fathers. That's really good. He's feeding his monster addiction. Don't look at that. Oh, is this another ramp, too? Is that the same ramp? Is that the same ramp? That's the same ramp. Light just looks different on that angle. The Generation Red. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's really neat. And you still got some other stuff here, too. Maybe you should get some, like, maybe later, right, after this. Like, don't do it for this one, but maybe later. Add some scuff marks that they broke, or board or skateboard would make. Yeah, or bike would, yeah. No, that's a great idea. Are you gonna leave these, like, stains here? This, like, right here? This little edge. Are you gonna leave that on there, or are you gonna try and smooth that out with some dry brushes? Because I was even thinking, like, maybe you could 3D print a couple, like, skateboards, or even just, like, some extra bikes or something. And, like, kind of put them around. Don't do it for this run, but, you know, like, maybe if you want to improve it. I say improve it. Add to it later. Now the asphalt's going over that. I forgot it was going to happen. Oh, right. Right, that's right, the asphalt. And then this is Cord. He's been painting his steel phalanx. And he did some orange with some yellow on the shield.
I think it's a really good color mix. This is actually really similar to the steel, or I say the steel phalanx stuff. I think it was just Helen that he took as his own. But it's really, really similar to what I did with Ernie's steel phalanx. So Cord's a man after my own heart. He's coming after me. He's coming for my job. He's coming for my job. You can't have it. It's mine. Quantity, not quality. I appreciate that, man. But it looks good. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I'm a big fan. I love orange and yellow. I think it's a color that's just not used enough. I do think you were asking about this color, like where to go with it. Especially if you're going for like a deserty type. Maybe not even deserty, but like a more arid, I guess. I would definitely do like a bleach bone or a desert sand type color. Like just go, because this is very orangey in itself, right? You want to go up to a yellow. And a bleach bone is very much like a very top end yellow, or an ivory would also work. Here's a little pal bot. I guess this would be a Timbot. This is Hector's Timbot. Again, I love that shield. That yellow orange combo looks preem. I love it. 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 Love it so much. Hector with his nifty little shield. Big fan. I think he said something about the colors. Oh man. Mars Spider. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I'm a big fan. Big fan of this. Hey, look, it's us. Maybe. That's not us. That's not us at all. Oh, that's all the rest of the steel phalanx. Big fan. Big fan of that. And then Wilmar is working on a Mars Spider, which I think we saw a couple streams ago. He was saying that he might drop the white and then just go with more gold. That's not even a hobby if you're watching. Also, I guess Jason doesn't really do the stream anymore, does he? He probably pops in occasionally, I imagine, but he's got a crew for that now. I remember when I was a Monument Hobby fan when it was still Slow Fuse. Like before he even became Monument Hobby. It's just like, it's crazy that I've been around long enough to even know that. I have no idea what he is the painter. Oh, great! Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Obviously he's an amazing painter. He's just one of the best for sure. You don't know what you're doing. I think you know what you're doing. I like the white. I prefer the white in there to kind of break it up, right? This is one of the big issues I've had with like the more spindly Infinity models. It's almost like where do you put certain colors, because like there's not like a really big armor plate to put stuff on. I think the bodysuit should definitely stay black. I think you got that right. It needs more coats on the way. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, talking at it from a composition standpoint, I'm not worried about you knowing how to paint. You obviously know how to paint. I think the white is good. I definitely would not replace that with something else. I think the white is good. I think the white spots are good. Like, what's that? What's the texture of this? The yellow on the spider legs may go away. For the tips? Yeah, you see, that's where I would put the green. I remember, I saw on the thing that you were thinking about throwing some green in. I would do green blades, personally. That was how I was painting all my stuff. That I haven't got to yet. Okay, I was going to say, what is it? Like, what kind of armor is it? It looks kind of like, it looks scaly. Yeah, green, that's definitely what I would do, yeah.
And then just highlight it to a yellow. So it's like you're almost there. I think you'd think it would look better if it had like a more like saturated green undertone to it. Going straight yellow is tough, in my opinion. It's a badge. It's a badge. Okay. Oh, it's a badge. That's what it is. Okay. It's a weird model in Submerge. It's a weird model in general. It's a really cool model. But anything with spider legs, that's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I think this is fine. I would replace that with the green. Yeah, because it kind of looks kind of mustardy. A little mustard going on, but yeah, I think it looks fine. I think you just keep trucking. I think you'll like it. I think you're overthinking. It's one of those you're currently in ugly model land where it looks bad just because it's not done. It's not that it's actually bad, it's just because it doesn't look done. I like it has been fun on the tail. Mars Spider is a fantastic profile. It is so good. The fact that you can get a specialist on that thing, disgusting. People hate the Cenobites, so I am bringing other things to use. Well, they are distracted. Like the local players, they get frustrated with them. I mean, Cenobites are great. They are so goddamn good. A heavy rocket launcher on something with MIM 6 is just it's going to be good. And the Cenobites don't even have a good BS. That's like their one downside. It's like the saving grace for everybody else that their BS is kind of not good. It's only like a 10 or 11. Yeah, dude, they're so good. Every game, even the games we played, they did work. And they're good. They're pretty good at melee. They're not like amazing compared to like other melee models, but they're good enough to kind of like not be bullied. And then you pull that rocket out with the MIM 6. Have people at AO learned that bringing a MSV is like super vital yet? Or are they still just goofing? Or do they be, in fact, tripping? Like I said, they're okay. They're fine. Like if they were to go up against a model that wasn't a like a melee person, they could probably win. But if they go up against like an actual like dedicated melee threat, yeah, they may not do great. I kept bringing smoke, so they upgraded MSV. I'm not teaching them about Eclipse. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Are you sad, Mike? Why are you sad? Are you sad you don't have MSV? IRL? Or in Minecraft? Wide eyes. I'm teaching. Also, it's hot here. That's the sad face. On your 2008 emojis. Sorry. It's hot. What, you not have an AC? What are you doing? Mike, did you look up that camera? Is this something we can get? No, I conserve energy cost. You conserve at energy cost. I'm glad to hear it, man. Sounds miserable. Of course you did. Okay, that's fair. I mean, you could do that right now. While we're talking. Of course I didn't. Just so you know, if you get a camera, we can invite Wilmar over and we can have some sweet filming games parties. We can have sweet light switch rave parties. I can sit in the chair and watch. Were you here when we were talking about the cuck thing yesterday, Umar? Where I stole the King of Spain's cuck chair? Yeah, but your AC is broken, so we probably got to play with our shirts off. No, it's working right now. I mean, if we took our shirts off, it would be because we were interested in exploring each other's bodies in a sensual way. I mean, we could just do that. It's 2025, man. We can do whatever we want. I was here. I was here. Don't remember that. Yeah, at the event we went to yesterday. At the end of it, it was essentially revealed that it was a Ocean's 11 type scheme to steal King Alfonso XIII's cuck chair from the treasure fleet. And I got it. I broke into the cabin and I stole that chair. Now it's King Charles I's cuck chair. I was here. I don't remember that. These are the things that Europe kill each other for, so they can steal each other's cuck chairs. Also, Tim got a promotion at his job, which means that his schedule is going to be a little bit more under his control. So I think that other show we were talking about yesterday is going to happen. In some form or another. Yep, Tim's happy. Tim's doing a good job. And now that the lovely wife has gotten another job, I think they're in a good spot. Miss Lindsay. should go sleep, because I am tired. I am also tired. I might not... I'll probably end at 10:30, if I had to guess. Good night, Mike. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, we should build a list for you though, Wilmar. We should do that. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think we can actually finish this guy within that time frame, and I think we can definitely build you a list like right after. I think that is going to be... Yeah, I think that's possible. Let's do that. What color should his socks be? I don't know what it is, but man, this militiaman, he got such a sick actual like musket. Like this like handle thing, like it's so like ornate for what you would think like some just like average guy. Come on. It's like this like really cool like stylized handle. I like you see a lot of these guys with these with the muskets, and I'm just like, why? How did this guy get a musket that's so fancy? He's like, he must be like the son of like a richer merchant or something. Like, lucky guy, huh? Trust fund baby over here. So, is there a particular tribe that you want to play, Mr. Wilmar? Like, do you prefer South American, North American, Caribbean specific? They had too many choices. Yeah, that's fair. Well, in your case, like from a lore, quote unquote, lore perspective, is there one that you prefer? I wouldn't even think about the actual rules for them as of yet. Because I know the South American tribes are the ones that usually use poison arrows and all that. Like, eventually if this game, God, I love everything, but I would be playing the South Carolina tribes. Because a lot of them are like allied with the English, and I think some of them pull English units in. Not really. I figured I'd try to go from there. Go from there. Yeah. Okay. As long as it ain't one of those tribes that likes the French. Disgusting. Whichever tribe lets me deal with the colonizers. I mean, we're willing to make deals. I mean, come on over. We'll give you some stuff. You want some shiny rocks, or maybe some bullets? If we give you guns and stuff, we just ask that you only shoot French people. Is that really so much to ask? Oh, sorry, deal. Wait. Oh. Oh, God. oh, God. I can give you some real, like, basic level stuff for sure. You know who you should talk to is Jeff from Defective Dice, actually. He might be able to give you a little more insight because he's that's who he plays. And he refuses to acknowledge my superiority. Not leaving early. Oh my God, it's Walter's workshop. Walter, what's going on, man? It's been a while. I'm getting raided. Oh my God, Michael Paints. Please. Be gentle. I'm a fragile boy. Mr. Walter, I hope your stream went well, man. 23 raiders. Welcome to the Deezaster zone. We're painting English Militia from Firelock. Come on in. Hang out. Walt, if you want to go to the bathroom, go do so. You don't need to respond to me. Go get a sandwich. Hopefully your guys' stream went well. Welcome to the new studio. It's been a new one since last time we talked. Hey, yeah, stream was great. We were chatting, and I was working on a Nova diorama entry. Hell yeah, I'll be at Nova. Which I've never actually been to Nova before. I don't know which painting contests are there. I am hoping to get Best Painted for Blood and Plunder. That's my hope. I don't know if there's an actual Best Painted award, but I want people to walk away and be like, yeah, I think Dylan got the Best Paint. I think he was Best Painted at the Nova Blood and Plunder thing. Is it like a... Yeah, I was gonna say, which thing is it also known as Capital? The Capital Palette. Okay, definitely don't know what that is. 3 skill divisions: Beginner, Journeyman, and Masters. Walter, from how famous you are, I imagine you are a Master. Everybody I think I've ever talked to about you says that you're like the bee's knees, so I imagine you're roaming around up there in the Tiger Woods of Golfland.
Well, I complete the Master's but I've only gotten a runner-up in it so far. Out of about 10 entries, it's graded pretty intensely, but fairly. Well, yeah, I would imagine. Master's level? Like, geez, I can only imagine the people you're up against. I mean, it's like at that point, it's weird to think, like, a runner-up in that category, though, it's like, well, you know you probably would have taken away a potential, like, win in those other categories, you know? It's weird, right? Because once you put yourself in that shark bin, that like just like that cage with the other sharks. Not to say you guys are sharks, but you know once you're at that level, it's like not even winning means you're winning. Well, Walter, I hope I randomly bump into you. I actually don't know what you look like, so it would be quite serendipitous. This is what you do. Just find somebody who looks like me, right? Or just tell literally every single person that you talk to, hey, I'm Walter from Walter's Workshop. Hi. And then just shake their hand. And I'll be like, oh my god, you did it. You found me. We've done it. We finally met. I'll be easy to find. I'm always wearing orange, and even better, I'll be volunteering at the Conquest booth for a majority of it. Okay. I'll see if I can stop by. See if I can recognize you. Well, I'm sure if I look at the other people at the booth, I could be like, hey, is Walter here? And they'll be like, oh god. This is the guy Walter was telling us about. Just keep an ear out. You'll hear Dr.D in one room or another. Listen, people like it when I'm being extra silly and they're laughing at my antics, okay? So listen, you know, don't make fun of me, okay? People like it. But seriously though, you can hear me on streams in other rooms. I might have a particular kind of calling card. It's true. It might be true. Well, so if I'm too much for you, all you got to do is just tell me. It's like, hey, Dr.D, I need you to take a chill pill. Moobs, what's going on, buddy? Oh my God, Moobs, when was the last time? When was the last time I talked to you? Oh my God. Moobs, how long has it been, man? I know, I've seen MCP streams and still hear me. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, Cord, it's my calling card. People love it. It's fine. We're all having a good time. You see, Cord, that's what makes it, but that's the fun part, is like we make it our own little adventure, and then I get into it, and that's peak Dylan. That's peak Dr. D right there. As a good example, like, you know, when we were at the MCP thing, and we made the little adventure, you know, it wasn't just about raiding that ship anymore, it was about getting the chair. Get the cuck chair. That's the most important part. Moobs, what have you been up to, man? Oh my gosh. It's been... Oh my God, man. How long has it been? I feel like it's been... Has it been like a year? Yeah, Shatterpoint with Jesse. Yep. Was that 2 years ago? That wasn't last year. Cause he was he didn't play Shatterpoint last year. I know he played, or I say last year, this year. He played
Halo and MCP. Did he play MCP this year? I actually didn't hang out with Jesse like at all this year, just because I was all over the place at Adepticon this past. Again, I say last year. We're talking about, if I say last year, we're talking about 2025. Yeah, I barely even saw Jesse this year. I think I walked by him once and I was like, "Hey, Jesse," and then I literally was like running from thing to thing. Dude, it's good to see you again, man. Holy crap. How you been? Did you put a entry in for the painting gallery? I actually got one in this year. Or this quarter, I say. This quarter. Holy crap. Man, what a day. We've had some people come in today. Moobs of all people? Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. That's a pleasant surprise. Should I just paint it red? Should I paint his socks red? It's boring. I guess we painted some kind of brown. That's more fitting. I assume you've still been playing MCP though too, Moobs. Your thing was Criminal Syndicate, right? Ooh, about to make a name for myself. Yeah, yes, MCP is kind of like beer and pretzel for me. It's a beer. Oh, okay, so you're kind of going down. What's your? You don't strike me as someone who can't not have a competitive game though. So like, what are you doing? Is it Shatterpoint? Is like your game thing? Is like the game for you now though? Because like Moobs, you're like good at games, so I doubt you're able to like turn it off. Appreciate you stopping by though. Wow. Oh my god. What a name. What a blast from the past. Shush. Well, since we're having like a real star-studded cast of people stopping by today, I'm just gonna finish this model. Shatterpoint is my competitive now. Okay, MCP's the chill. Don't have to worry about a 2-threat kill on my 4th before I get to go with them. No offense to MCP. I don't think MCP takes offense. Don't worry. We all know. We all know what happens. I don't know, man. Shatterpoint is one of those games where I really like the concept of it, but my brain is not. It's just not designed for that game. I'm excited, admittedly, for maybe a few of the models to come out. Like there's definitely some Star Wars characters I would probably be willing to paint. I'm sure everybody's gonna make fun of me unendingly for hearing me say that, but I really want to paint Cal Kestis. Like I really love Cal. I would like to paint Cal's crew. Like I'd really love to do that. Like he could have him. He could have the Dathomirian. He could have the pilot and the Jedi Master chick. I forget her name. I forget all their names. But you have BattleTech for me to paint. I mean, I'll do it. I'm desperate, man. I'll do anything for money right now. Especially after having, paid $400 for a moving van that didn't cost me $400. So yeah, I rented that van today, and it was only $50. I was like, yeah, that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting to pay. But there will be some Legion being painted on this stream for sure at some point. Again, I'm sure I'll be mocked endlessly for it, but we gotta paint some Darth Mauls. I'm hoping that this particular painting gallery with no name, I'll have gotten at least one vote. I think this is it. I think this is it, guys. Thankfully, Tisdale really seemed to like that thing.
Yes, there is definitely a Gundam tabletop game coming. I thought I was gonna want to play it. I really don't need another game. I might paint them for fun. I might paint Xeon because I love Xeon. Hail Xeon. Hail Xeon. Hail Xeon. Who were in the right, by the way. Anybody that says that Xeon wasn't in the right is wrong. Come on, Doc. One more. No! No! It's not happening.
Xeon is garbage.
Excuse me? What the hell did you just say? You don't know what you're talking about. You gonna take that back? do something about it, stream, man. Oh, I got so you want some too? do something about it, stream, man. Are you gonna play it, Wilmar? I mean, we know you're gonna play it, but like, is it like actually something that you were premeditatedly gonna play? Do something about it, stream, man. Huh. Oh, yeah. Were you really? I guess I wasn't really aware that you were like a Gundam fan. Like, I know you like robots, but... Oh, did you really? Oh, okay. Well, shit. Alright. Okay. Well, I guess you are into it. Like, I know you like robots, but I guess I wasn't aware that you like Gundam. Do something about it, stream, man. That's living in my head rent free now. I know that the information on it's been a little sparse, but have they actually said what, like, are they doing factions, or are they doing like a build your own kind of thing? Are they going like MCP with it, or are they doing like actual factions that are like tied to the animes? Or have they just not released that information yet? You know what I mean? Is it going to be like, oh yeah, you can play Xeon, or you're like, okay, you can bring Char and also like the character from Rose or whatever. Okay, I'm in the minority here, but G Gundam is the best one in my opinion, with Stardust Memories and AMS Team right behind it. I think factions was set by the when. Okay, that makes sense. I'll be honest, as far as Gundam goes, my knowledge of it ends after the one where every country has its own person. I think it was I don't know if that was Rose or not. That might have been. I can't remember the one. I just very distinctively remember in the suit up scene in that one. It does a very strong close up of his butt as he gets like covered in the latex suit. I don't know why that's what I remember, but I just remember that one. I remember the French one was like he had like a rapier. He was the fighter for Japan, I think. Okay, that's G. Okay, that is G. I loved G. You know, no, don't say that. You know exactly why you remember that. I'm trying to live a life where I tell myself I'm not that kind of guy, Cord, but the more I live, the more I realize maybe I am that kind of guy. No, I'm with you there. I think, now admittedly, I haven't seen all of them, but I think...
Stop living a lie.
Oh, I can't do it. Everyone will hate me. Yeah, I loved G. I legitimately really, really loved it. And he fights as like mentor. I remember there being like black goo or something. It has been a very long time since I've watched it. Stop living a lie. You know exactly why you remember that. Oh God. What was that thing called? The Fleximatron 3000? Is that what that thing was called? The Fleximatron? I like your booty, but I like it. Like... I don't know why that's so funny. Damn it, Cord. That's so good. I should go back and watch Gundams. Where's my green wash? There it is. Because Zeon and the Earth Federation, that was the first one. Like, that was Gundam. Now, okay, actually, you might be able to answer me this. So, Mr. Wilmart, were all of the Gundams, like, tied together? Like, is it all the same universe, or is it, like, different universes? Xeon sticks around for a while. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Because they survive past Gundam, right? How much time do I got? I got about an hour, I think. Give or take. Give or take. Is it one of those cases where, like, some of them are tied together, but not all of them? Like, you don't have to tell me the complete history, but is it a case of, like, each of the animes is, like, its own separate thing, or... Because that was what I always thought it was. Is I was like, oh, I guess all the Gundams are, like, separate. Okay, so there are separate ones. Got it. And I imagine most people remember Wing is probably the one that people remember the most of. Because that was the one that was on Toonami.
Cord broke me. Cord broke me with that one. God damn it. Oh, God. With the comment, with the you remember why thing, or you know exactly why that would really got me. You're looking up stuff in the Universal Century, that's all tied up. You're looking for stuff in the Universal Century, that's all tied up. We can introduce a ton of US folks to anime and Gundam. Yeah, 100%. Toonami was just pivotal for that kind of stuff. Okay, so stuff in the Universal Century. Is that that's the one that G is in? Universal Century is the main stuff like OG Gundam and 8MS Team. Okay. So I guess what I should do is pick one of the universes and like stick with it, is what it seems like. I watch Mobile Fighter G Gundam. I just remember Shining Gundam and the stupid Windmill Gundam. Yeah, I don't remember watching that at all. I guess I was not aware of as much of a Gundam fan you were, Mr. Wilmar. Wilmar, if you want me to get into that Gundam game, I trust you. I don't trust a lot of people, but I trust you. Yeah, oh yeah, obviously. They're not as much of a major threat after the main Gundam, though, from what I remember. Like, in the main series, like the OG and OG Gundam, it's like they're about to win, if I remember correctly. My brain remembers all of this, but now I have to do taxes. Bank bit code. Yeah, I don't know. I'm there. I'm with Cord. Like, I get it. I know that there's like just the two different approaches for it, but the Gundam style is just like the one that I can appreciate more. I don't like big robots in general. It's not like really my thing. But if I had to pick, it would 100% be the more anime Gundam approach. But I 100% see the point that you're like making. So what I should do is watch all of the animes that are in a particular universe, is what it sounds like. And it sounds like I should start with the Universal one. So you're saying that story's wrapped up? What do you mean not how to do your taxes? Taxes aren't that hard. Especially after this year, I'm gonna have an account. Oh my god, I won't have to do taxes ever again. I'll just be like, Mr. Moneyman, I want you to make my brain pain go away. Here you go. Here's several $100s.
keep making more Gundam stuff in the main universe, which is fine, right? Whatever. It's probably gonna be funny though, right? Going from like the OG Gundam and then like, you know, you go through that one and then you go to the next one. And then like the next one they make is like maybe 3 or 4 of the Gundams down the line, and then there's just like this like wild change in animation because there's been like a few years in between each one. And the like just like the animation quality just gets so much more like advanced. I imagine that's gonna happen. Because especially if they took a break from the main universe and then they go back to it, it's gonna be kind of crazy to go back to. You'd be like, oh yeah, I remember, you know, old like original Dragon Ball style quality animation style, and then it's gonna jump to like modern, like modern style. It's gonna like blow my brain apart. Yeah, I know. OG Gundam's very old. I do remember that. Like I was saying, that's like original Dragon Ball era. Like, because original Dragon Ball was what, like the 80s? It can be tough to watch depending on how you like the animation. I like old anime. I love it. I'm an old man. That stuff makes me happy. Like the meticulous approach to like handcrafted anime back then, dude. I loved it. Like Dragon Ball Z. Lululemon. Lupin the Third. One of my favorite animes of all time. Love Lupin the Third. And it's got that old style animation to it. Not the movie, the last movie. Old man. I am an old man. I'm an old man. I think this guy might be done. But yeah, Lupin the Third style animation, absolutely one of my favorites. I've been told multiple times that I need to watch something called Space Dandy. Because apparently Calamity Jack is a lot like him. The original Ghost in the Shell or Akira. Yeah, I have not watched Akira yet. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what everybody's interpretation is like. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's something. The original Ghost in the Shell is some good shit. But even Ghost in the Shell was like... That was like a 2000s, right? Isn't that when that came out? Like, that's so much like later. It's definitely not like an original anime. Unless I've only watched a remake or something. Because like when I think of like original anime, I think of like the innocence of that one guy's movies. The guy who did Princess Mononoke and all that. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. I haven't seen Akira. Shame. Don't get out of here, Cord. Okay, listen. I don't watch TV. I'm too busy painting. You see, this is my biggest issue with anime, is I can't watch anime while I'm painting. Because I can't read the subtitles. Yeah, okay, so Ghost in the Shell was like way after. Not to say I don't like it, but I'm just saying it's not that same era. Because you gotta remember, it's like with me, when I was in high school, if I wasn't painting, I was miserable because I hated my stepmom. Hated her. So I was always painting to get away from her. My man. I can never say no to a show with Major Kusanagi, even the subpar ones. Yeah, I can't blame you there. Who can? Just got a certain kind of thing going on, you know? There was a new anime in the 2000s. My man. For Ghost in the Shell? That's cool. That's sick. Stand-alone complex. There have been multiple iterations of the majors like James Bond. Yeah, because that's what I thought. Like the major is like not a single person, right? She's like a conglomeration of like different people or something, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? For some reason, I thought somebody told me that once. Because she's, you know, essentially like half cyborg or whatever, so it's like you can just do that. I am correct. Okay, that's what I thought. Somebody told me that once. I was like, oh, that's an interesting way to do that. This is where they added the spider bots.
All right, so sell me on this Gundam game. I know Xeon is supposed to be a faction in it, but like, what else is going to be available? Because from what I understand, I know I saw some stuff from Wing, right? I thought that would be. Thought what I would do was pretend to be one of those deaf mutes. I thought what I would do was pretend to be one of those deaf mutes. I can't. We don't know anything else. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, because I know they show some of the models off, right? I know I've seen Wing. I think I've seen a Zaku. I think I've seen a Zaku. Which means that Xeon, or at least mobile dolls, will be in it. But that's also from Wing, if I remember correctly. I think they showed off the original Gundam, right? Like, I feel like I've seen the model. Yeah, the original is in the game, along with Char Zaku. Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. It's called Gundam Assemble, I believe. Comes out next year. Yeah, yeah, I know it's coming out at a Adepticon, if I remember right. Wing Gundam and the Tall Geese. Okay. Okay, good to know. I distinctively do not remember the plot of Gundam Wing. I remember it being very confusing. I remember there were a lot of angsty teenagers in mech suits. I remember that. That was that's about all I can remember. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's interesting. All they know right now is the Gundam models are 2-inch tall on here, and it might be D10 based. I like D10s. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of the D10. I think he's done. So, will talking about this stuff with girls will it get me attention from girls? Because girls like cool, developed storyline stuff, right? Right? Hell no. Oh. Oh, jeez. Hell no. What do girls even like? I don't understand. What do they even like? Well, your secret will be safe with me, Wilmer. We can talk about anime together. There you go. That's what he starts. That's what they start to look like when you actually finish them. Another one down, boys. I think it looks good. I just love how vibrant that red is with the yellow. God, that yellow is so good. I wish I could paint a red that I was happy with. I just wish I could do it. Well, there you go. One more down. Many, many more to go. I think it came out good. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna sleep because my body, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Today's Monday. Oh, I gotta actually report all my games actually for Blood and Plunder for the campaign thing. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. This has been a great stream. Holy crap, man, we had a lot of people come in on this one. Jeez.
But guys, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you soon. I should be here Thursday. I still got to do a work thing on a Thursday here coming up. Maybe I'll do it next week. Either way, whatever. I'll be here when I'm here. But probably see you guys Thursday. If not, I'll see you guys Sunday. And yeah. Thanks for hanging out. You know, Patreon, all that stuff. Digital Nomad, Dr.D, Dr.D, Patreon, blah, blah, blah. Digital Nomad. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I should raid. We should raid. Let's see if we can raid.
There is a vast number of us who are into anime. There's a vast number of us who are into, like, war games.
They're actually talking about anime on this one. They're actually talking about anime on this one. They're actually talking about anime on this one. Raid for points. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Raid for points. Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Love you guys. See you on the other side.